Imagine a store that sells televisions, diamonds, coffins, gasoline, groceries, vacations, and enough toilet paper to survive the end of the world. Now imagine that store deliberately keeping its prices so low that it earns only a small amount for many of the products it sells. That sounds like a terrible business strategy. But Costco has used it to become one of the largest and most successful retailers on Earth. Every year, shoppers spend hundreds of billions of dollars inside Costco warehouses. They push oversized carts through aisles stacked to the ceiling, buy quantities meant for small restaurants, and somehow leave with 12 croissants, a new television, 4 kilograms of cheese, and a kayak they never planned to purchase. But Costco's greatest product may not be anything sitting on its shelves. It may be the small membership card required to enter the building. Because Costco operates differently from almost every other major retailer, most stores want to earn as much profit as possible from every item they sell. Costco would rather earn less from the products, make customers feel like they are receiving an incredible deal, and collect predictable membership fees year after year. So how did a warehouse filled with giant packages, free samples, and unusually cheap hot dogs become a global retail empire? And how does Costco make billions while appearing to sell many products almost at cost? To understand that, we need to go back to the beginning. The story starts in 1976, when an entrepreneur named Sol Price opened a warehouse called Price Club in San Diego, California. But this was not a normal store. The original concept was mainly designed for small businesses. Restaurants, convenience stores, and local shop owners could pay a membership fee and purchase products in bulk at lower prices. The building itself was basic. There were no expensive displays, carefully decorated aisles, or luxury shopping bags. Products were placed on pallets. Inventory was stacked inside industrial shelving. And instead of spending money making the store look beautiful, Price Club focused on one thing: keeping costs low. That allowed the company to charge lower prices while still making money. Then, in 1983, the first Costco warehouse opened in Seattle. Costco followed a very similar idea: charge customers for access, sell products in large quantities, and operate with extreme efficiency. 10 years later, Costco and Price Club combined, helping create the company millions of shoppers recognize today. But Costco's success is not simply the result of selling larger boxes. The company's entire business model is designed to make shoppers trust that the price they see is probably a good one. Walk into a normal supermarket and you may find dozens of brands selling the same product. There could be an entire aisle filled with different types of toothpaste, cereal, coffee, or laundry detergent. Costco does the opposite. Instead of offering endless choices, it usually carries a limited selection of products in each category. That may sound like a disadvantage, but it gives Costco enormous power. Imagine Costco wants to sell a particular brand of coffee. It does not need to divide its customers among 20 competing options. It can direct a huge amount of demand toward only a few products. Then Costco can approach a supplier and essentially say, "We can sell an enormous quantity of this product, but only if you give us an excellent price." Suppliers may accept smaller margins because getting a product into Costco can mean access to millions of highly active shoppers. Costco then buys in massive quantities, negotiates aggressively, and passes much of the savings to its members. Fewer products also make the business simpler. Costco needs less shelf space, fewer price tags, fewer supplier relationships, and less inventory sitting around unsold. The warehouse design reduces costs even further. Look around a Costco and you will notice that the building itself is not especially glamorous. The floors are usually plain concrete. The ceilings are exposed. Products are often displayed inside the same boxes or pallets in which they arrived. The shelves are industrial storage racks that also hold extra inventory above the shopping area. In other words, the store is also the warehouse. Costco does not need a beautiful retail floor in the front and a completely separate storage facility hidden in the back. Everything is combined into one large, efficient space. Even the limited advertising is part of the strategy. Costco does not need to constantly convince members to visit. Customers have already paid for access. And once someone pays for a membership, something interesting happens inside their mind. They want to justify the cost. A person who has already paid to shop at Costco is more likely to return regularly, buy more products, fill up at Costco gas stations, and renew the membership next year. The membership does not just generate revenue, it changes customer behavior. And this is where Costco's business model becomes incredibly powerful. In its 2025 fiscal year, Costco generated roughly $270 billion in net sales. But it also collected more than $5 billion from membership fees. That membership revenue arrives before the customer buys a single rotisserie chicken, laptop, sofa, or package of paper towels. And unlike physical merchandise, memberships do not need to be manufactured, shipped across an ocean, stored on a pallet, or replaced when damaged. That makes membership fees an especially valuable and predictable source of revenue. The system becomes even stronger because Costco members are remarkably loyal. Renewal rates remain around 90% worldwide and are even higher in the United States and Canada. That means the overwhelming majority of members choose to pay Costco again when their membership expires. Costco can then keep product markups relatively low, which encourages customers to continue believing that the membership pays for itself. It creates a cycle. Low prices encourage people to join. Membership fees allow Costco to accept lower margins on products. Those low margins create better prices. Better prices convince people to renew, and every renewal strengthens the system. By the way, if you are enjoying this breakdown and learning something new, take 2 seconds to hit the like button and subscribe to Explained Under 10. We explain the hidden business strategies behind the companies you see every day. Now, let's look at how Costco gets you to spend much more than you planned. Because Costco may be known for low prices, but it is also extremely good at encouraging large purchases. First, almost everything looks like a bargain. You are not simply buying 1 bottle of shampoo. You are buying 3 enormous bottles for what feels like an unbeatable price. You may be saving money per bottle, but you are still spending more money during that visit. Costco understands that shoppers often focus on value per unit, rather than the total amount leaving their bank account. Then there is the constantly changing inventory. Costco carries everyday essentials, but it also brings in products that may disappear without warning. One week there is an expensive espresso machine. The next week there is outdoor furniture. Then a luxury watch, a massage chair, or a giant inflatable water slide appears in the middle of the warehouse. Customers know that the product might not be available during their next visit. That creates urgency. Instead of saying, "I'll think about it," shoppers begin thinking, "I may never see this deal again." This is sometimes called the treasure hunt effect. Customers enter Costco looking for groceries but continue walking through the warehouse because they want to discover what unusual deal might be waiting around the next corner. The layout supports this behavior. Essential products may be placed deeper inside the warehouse, requiring customers to pass through electronics, clothing, seasonal merchandise, appliances, snacks, and other tempting categories. Even if you only came for milk and eggs, Costco gives you plenty of opportunities to leave with something much larger. Then there are the free samples. On the surface, samples feel like a friendly bonus, but they serve several purposes. They encourage customers to try products they might otherwise ignore. They slow shoppers down. They create interaction inside an otherwise massive warehouse. And after someone receives food from a friendly employee, they may feel slightly more inclined to place that product in their cart. Costco also has another weapon that appears on products throughout the store: Kirkland Signature. Kirkland is Costco's private label brand, covering everything from food and clothing to batteries, vitamins, luggage, and household products. Private label products allow Costco to offer alternatives to famous brands while maintaining more control over pricing and quality. But Kirkland also strengthens customer loyalty. You can purchase many national brands at different retailers, but to consistently buy Kirkland products, you generally need to return to Costco. That gives members another reason to keep renewing. And then we have Costco's most famous item: the hot dog combo. For decades, Costco's food courts have offered a hot dog and drink at an unusually low price. The company could probably charge more. Customers would probably still buy it. But the low price has become a symbol of Costco's entire promise. It tells shoppers, "We are still on your side." The same idea applies to other recognizable values, such as inexpensive rotisserie chickens. Even when a particular item does not produce a large profit, it can create goodwill, attract customers, and reinforce Costco's reputation for value. Once customers trust the store, they may become less likely to compare every individual price. They assume Costco has already done the comparison for them. But Costco's strategy is not only about customers, it also depends on operational discipline. The company moves an enormous amount of merchandise through each warehouse. High sales volume means Costco can spread building, staffing, and operating costs across more products. Products often arrive in packaging designed to move efficiently from trucks onto the sales floor. Limited product selection helps inventory sell quickly. And because members tend to have higher household incomes and visit specifically to make larger purchases, each warehouse can generate substantial sales. Costco has also built businesses beyond the traditional warehouse. There are gas stations, optical departments, pharmacies, travel services, tire centers, food courts, and online shopping. Each service gives members another reason to stay inside the Costco ecosystem. A family might join for groceries, begin buying gasoline there, book a vacation through Costco Travel, purchase a television online, and eventually upgrade to an executive membership for additional rewards. The more services a household uses, the harder it becomes to cancel. But there is one important misconception about Costco. People sometimes say Costco makes no money from selling products and earns all of its profit from memberships. That is an exaggeration. Costco absolutely makes money from merchandise. The more accurate explanation is that it generally accepts lower product margins than many traditional retailers, while membership fees provide a large, recurring revenue stream that supports the overall model. Costco is not giving products away. It has simply decided that long-term loyalty and enormous sales volume can be more valuable than extracting the highest possible profit from every individual item. And that may be the greatest lesson behind Costco's success. The company does not try to make the most money from you during one visit. It tries to make you feel that shopping there is such a good deal that you return for decades. It earns trust through low prices. It turns trust into memberships. It turns memberships into repeat visits. And it turns repeat visits into hundreds of billions of dollars in annual sales. The next time you walk into Costco for one item and leave pushing a cart filled with 40 things, remember that it was not an accident. The oversized carts, limited-time products, bulk packaging, samples, warehouse layout, private label goods, inexpensive food, and annual membership are all pieces of the same carefully designed machine. Costco may look like a simple warehouse, but behind those concrete floors and towering shelves is one of the smartest business models in retail. And Costco's most valuable product is not the television, the rotisserie chicken, or the 60-pack of toilet paper. It is the reason you keep coming back: your membership. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Explained Under 10.